It's now been 6 years since the last NBA Live game, and I think it's about that time we should talk about if they should release a new NBA Live, and why I think now is the best time for NBA Live to make its comeback. I think 2K is at a point where it's starting to reach its all-time low, and I'm not talking about sales. I'm pretty sure the sales are still great for 2K, but as the fan base and etc., I think we're all at a point where we can all be aware of the fall off of 2K that's starting to ensue. Like, think of your biggest 2K YouTuber. Are they still doing 2K content? Probably not. Think of AMP, for example, a community that used to mainly be on and practically only did 2K content has now branched off, and they are now as big as ever. And not just them, there's many other 2K content creators that kind of just abandoned 2K and moved on to other things. Why is that? Because 2K has, at this point, is no longer the game it used to be, with bad marketing decisions, bad microtransactions, and simply turned to a lazy company with a lack of creativity. Bro, I keep stumbling on my words, it's driving me crazy. But I think it's at this point where 2K is kind of just on its downfall, and I think NBA Live can really benefit from this. Now, NBA Live 19, when it released, was definitely far behind from 2K19, period, point blank. I know now people kind of look back on 19 like it was a great game. I feel like y'all just feel that way, man, because y'all just that tired of 2K and y'all just simply want another basketball game to play. And that's why I believe NBA Live should come back. We are tired of 2K. We want something different and something fresh, and 2K cannot provide that for us. So right now is the perfect time for them to make their comeback. Now, this isn't the first time NBA Live has went on hiatus and came back with a game, because we've seen this before with, I believe NBA Live 10 to 14. I don't think there was a lot. Was there a Live 15? I don't think there was. Was it 14 to 16? And after 16, it was 16 to 18, right? And then 19 to, well, here we are now. So this isn't the first time they left and gone on hiatus to work on the game. Then it comes back and it's still not 2K or not good enough, basically. But I think NBA Live's mindset should now be, instead of making a simulation style basketball game, they should kind of look at how college football did their football game. Not simulation based, it is, but that's not really what they're going for. Like, they can do arcadey things. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's not a simulation football game like how Madden is basically what I'm trying to say. So they kind of have like this freedom to do like whatever they want, and I think NBA Live should definitely look into that. I feel like Live should kind of have that mixture of arcadey but still simulation-y if it can be done right. My best example of this was 2K17. 17 did not play like the most simulation-based style basketball. If you know how the dribbling in that game was crazy. It was great, but it was crazy. I think Live should definitely have that like faster pace, like a more faster, I don't know how to describe that. A faster gameplay is what I'm kind of going for. Kind of like how, again, NBA 2K17 was. And I feel like they shouldn't be tied down to, oh, we need to like compete with 2K. Don't compete with 2K, be your own game. It's kind of what I'm going for. But I do think it should definitely steal some elements of 2K. Definitely, look at what 2K has done right, put that in their game. Look at what 2K has done wrong, make sure that in there. So like, first things first, if NBA Live were to come back, personally, I think this game should be a free-to-play game. Period, point blank. Sounds crazy, I know, but think about it. It's not. I feel like in this day and age of gaming, you can't look at me and tell me free games ain't kind of the vibe lately. Think of Marvel Rivals that just came out. That game is popping. Fortnite's also a free-to-play game. There's so many free games to play, and I feel like Live. There's not a sports game. I think one of the soccer games is it's free to play, but I think Live should definitely look into that and kind of go with that idea. Make it free to play game, and like, let's say if you want to upgrade that's where the microtransactions come in. Now, don't overdo it with microtransactions, but make it fair is basically what I'm going for. I also think they should keep the same elements they do with their park. I feel like they should still have that, like matchmaking, where you join a game, you get your teammates, and then you load into some random court. I think they should still stick with that. I don't need a city in my basketball game. Okay, look, I get it when we were younger and we seen 2K18 and we were like, yo, this is gonna be like GTA. I don't want it no more. I take it back. I don't need it. Let me just hoop. let me just hoop. But why I think live coming back now just makes the best sense is literally what I said earlier. Like, we need another basketball game to play. 2K is now at their laziest, and I feel like if live came back with a good basketball game, not perfect, not amazing, just good, 7 out of 10, good enough where we can let it slide, that's gonna change everything right there. Now, my one thing is, people do say, oh, 2K needs a competitor. I feel like, man, well, yeah, you're definitely right. But my also think, even before, like, back in 2K 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, that wasn't really a year where they needed competition. They were just giving us good games. So I don't even know if it's a competitive thing. And at the same time, 2K usually is the game that's like, oh, we're the best sports game on the market, and they're not anymore technically, because personally I think that's probably college football now, and I feel like that should have motivated them, but clearly it did not. So yeah, maybe they need another basketball-based game to, make them try harder at least. But in my personal opinion, my hot take of the video, I think even if they were to, personally, I feel like if live came back with a good game, and from then on out, it was just bang after bang after banger of a good live game, I think 2K kind of falls to like what happens to live, kind of just falls off, and that's the best way I can put it. Now, I don't know how true that would be, but it would depend how good live would be. Like, live gonna have to be, again, not like the first, let's say they came out in, let's say either like this summer, they announced NBA Live 26 or 25, whatever they would call it. They come up with 26 and it's a good game. Now let's say 27 is like a huger upgrade. I feel like if that happens, I personally feel like, hey, 2K might be cooked. But personally, that's just how I feel about it. Tell me what you think down below in the comments, and God bless.